Well, hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to your yearly 2026 reading. We're going to do the 12 houses. This is going to be every house that you can align with. Okay, and I'm going to go right through it with you before we actually start with the reading, so you just have like a little bit of know-how of how this actually works. You can watch it as many times as you want, and also it's completely white behind me. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like winter wonderland here in Holland, and it hasn't been like that since 2021. So fresh new start, and it took some days, and I'm sure to feel that way too. Now, what we're going to do for each and every one of you, I'm going to go through the whole cycle of the 12 houses, starting from the first house and how that is going to impact you. So this is going to be a general start of what you can expect or what you need to know. And then in the second half of the portion, I will go into depth for your zodiac sign. And for those that want to go a little bit deeper, I will do an extended as well. Now, let's get started with how this spread works. So I'm going to go through all the houses, starting off with the first house, which is all about the self. It's all about how you present yourself to the outside world, your core individual self and your principles. Okay, that's like the Aries house is the first house, how you come across to other people. And this may actually have some radical changes as well. The way that you are fierce, the way that you put yourself out there, the way you communicate, and what you actually show the world. Okay, and this could be like a lot of radical changes that you make, or actually you can go a little bit inward. We're going to look at that with the tarot. Now, the second house is Taurus energy, and that's all about your assets. It's all about your luxury. It's all about like what you have in financial goals, how you actually move forward, making your practical plans towards the future, and what you will gain in terms of extra luxury, or even like the way you eat, the way you nurture yourself, and the way that you are tied to material assets in your life. Okay, so this is going to be very, very important. Now, the third house is obviously the house of Gemini, which all rules communication. It rules, I don't even know why I have these cards. It's just like for the 12 signs, but it's like most of us already know most of it, but still it's good to have a little bit of insight before you go into your zodiac depth. Okay, so this is all about your communication, your friendships, your siblings, the way that you are in social environments, all the things that will be changing in your connections and on social media, the way that you broadcast yourself. Okay, the way that you will sharpen your communication with the people around you, but also internally, obviously. Okay, so it's all about communication. And then we have the fourth house, which is obviously Cancer. Okay, and Cancer is all about the home life. It's all about our emotional warmth, and we just had that Cancer full moon, and a lot of you may have felt that feeling of emotional safety. Where can I actually be myself on an emotional state? Are you allowed to actually feel in a certain way, or feel even emotions, or do you get rejected for that? Okay, everything that revolves around the way that you have been in your upbringing, your home life, the bond with your mother, which very, very important. The bond with your mother, how has that actually affected you as a person, affected you when it comes to your traumas, right? There's a lot of energy that contains the roots. Okay, like what are your roots? Are you connected to your roots, right? Like these type of symptoms could come up for you to take care of it. Okay, but this is all about the family, the home life, your house, your home, your temple. Okay, like these matters. Now, the fifth house is Leo, which is the entertainer. Okay, this is all about the passion, the love, the excitement, the being in the middle of tension, and what you do with that, right? This is very, very important. I remember that last year I had the Hermit coming out. It was like, I don't want to be in the attention, but still I got in the attention mode. But still, it's about how you actually wanted to live a non-entertainment life for others, for yourself, but still, you got a lot of wisdom out of it, right? So the fifth house, the lover, right? So we are going to check in with how passionate your connections is going to be when it comes to your love life as well. And well, yeah, again, performance, entertainment, and creativity is also going to be a part of that, but most likely it's going to be all about your love affairs and your love life. Right, then we have the sixth house, Virgo energy, which is all about your work, self nurture, your daily routines, right? Your daily health, your well being, how you deal with yourself, how you nurture yourself, your diet, but also your work discipline, right? How disciplined are you? How programmed are you? How, yeah, all of that energy is going to be talked about in your daily rituals, which also talks about your spiritual rituals. Okay, a little bit of water. Right, then we have the seventh house, which is all about your relationship with others, your contracts, your Libra energy, which is also about maybe people pleasing. How far will you go with pleasing people? All right, so this is all about like your marriage as well, like if you are married or if you're going to get married, right? Like all the deep connections that really ask you to have a real commitment, right? Like real responsibility within that commitment. Okay, so that is going to be all about Libra, also all about like how well you maintain the harmony with other people, how socially harmonious you will be, right? And also, of course, justice and karma will be ruling the seventh house, all right? Now, the eighth house is all about intimacy, Scorpio energy that rules the underworld. And it's all about your transformation. Okay, like the depth of your transformation, shedding the old and going through that dark night of the soul, but also like being very attached to something that really is passionate to you, right? Like this is where you will feel the most when it comes to your energy and your passion and even maybe your addictions or your obsessiveness, all right? Like that type of deep energies will be highlighted in the eighth house, but also it rules money, it rules legacy, it rules the hierarchy, like things that are a little bit dark at nature, but those energies, the shadows that really transform you into a new and better person. That's when the phoenix rises. Okay, so yeah, it's all about that mystery type of energy, and obviously also the investments that you make when it comes to money, because Scorpio is very, it's like Pinter, they're like very secure, they know how to get their security in check through the dark times, through that shadow work, through that underworld type of suppression that they have in like being obsessively hunting your ambitions. You know what I mean? Like that type of energy. And then we have Sagittarius and my washing machine that's just like being always the party in the house. I don't even know if you can hear it or not, but it's like Sagittarius is just like walking around as if life is the party, right? Like, and that's what we do. I'm Sagittarius myself, so that you know. But yeah, that's all about expansion. It's all about your travel, it's the higher self, your higher wisdom, and everything that comes with enjoying things in the most positive way and being happy with just being able to philosophy, right? Like that's actually what makes us the most happy. Like obviously, if you really check if you are happy or not, when are you the most happiest? It's actually when you really can talk about like the deep stuff, the deep spiritual stuff, the psyche stuff, things that most people don't say. It's the truth seeker, right? Like the truth should be spoken, and Sagittarius will not fail at truth speaking. Matter of fact, if anyone that tries to call like a Sagittarius a liar is like, okay, well, your world is a lie if you think that a Sagittarius will lie, because their biggest flaw is to be open and honest and direct, right? So this is your directness and your movement. And honestly, we are just entering the horse season, or the horse year actually, which is all about momentum. And obviously Sagittarius, half horse, half human. Sagittarius, you better get things going this year. Okay, so anyway, this is all about your luck and, well, the way that you perceive life, and don't allow any form of negativity to get to you. Shake it off and move forward, right? So yeah, the wisdom of Sagittarius, the voyager, okay? And then we move to the 10th house, which is all about your reputation. Is Capricorn energy. It's all about your career, your long-term goals, your legacy, the way that you are in authority of your life, of your finances, of your dreams, and how hard you actually work in order to gain that, right? That's your 10th house. It's all about your reputation. Like, people trying to damage your reputation because of jealousy, yeah, that is a part of the 10th house energy, but it is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the big papa of karma. So even if people have been trying to do that out of jealousy, out of envy, out of spite, out of, misuse of power, Capricorn energy, Saturn energy rules all about that, and will absolutely give everyone their fair share and their fair credit. Okay, so whatever responsibilities, whatever achievements, whatever career goals you have, we're going to look into that in the 10th house of Capricorn. Okay, and then we have another sip of water. Then we have the beautiful energy of Aquarius. And Aquarius have been with that Uranus, like in the past years, has been doing some crazy shifts and radical changes. And that what we're going to look at, especially personally to you. But this is a house that rules friendships, okay, group activities, group circulations, your environment, your social environment, okay. But it also is the innovator. It's the technology nerd sometimes, and comes up with like the greatest ideas and makes like changes that will be for everyone involved. All right, like the changes that Aquarius can make, it affects like group dynamics, it affects like the communities, okay, or just the, wow, I just forgot the word, collective, the collective. Why would that be? How can a reader like me forget the word collective? So maybe there is going to be something shifting within that, because the last couple of years it has been all about the collective, the collective movement, the collective ideas, the collective changes. There is something within that. Maybe it will turn a lot of people more inward, rather than just being the sheep of, going after the collective's idea or collective's opinion. Okay, that's definitely a good download right now. But yeah, communities, that's what you need to keep in mind. And then we have the Piscean energy. The Piscean energy, the dreamer of the zodiac, the always forgiver, the healer, the subconscious one, the one that nobody really understands, the one that is also always sensitive, the one that lacks sometimes a little bit of boundary, or the distinguished energy of like the good and the bad, the high and the low, heaven and hell. Like there is this polarity that's going on, right? Like that what we see also like in the Piscean energy, it's like the yin and the yang, right? So this is about your balance in the spiritual sense. It's all about your subconscious, your intuition, your third eye, your chakras, your way of connecting with the higher realm of spirituality, but also the way that you are compassionate first to yourself and then to others. First forgiving yourself and then others. So yeah, also rules the big karma, okay, the big baggage. What have you been dragging into 2026 that you needed to left behind? And that will be your sacrifice as well. We need to make the right decisions, right? What do we re-enter into our year of 2026? That is going to be a choice that will be ruling the whole year as well. That is also I want to say the garbage of the karma. Wow, that sounds another download. The garbage of karma. Why not? We're just, we're going through it. But yeah, your Akashic Records is also included in that. Your Akashic Records is all about the past life integration, your ancestral language, past life. Okay, what are you bringing into this lifetime that you actually need to resolve? And how do we know that we resolve that? It's when we keep on continuing to receive or get the same situations with different type of people. And instead of looking like, okay, why am I attracting that, or why does this happen to me, we actually go internally and in depth to actually heal that pattern and heal and release that karma, the karmic bonds. Yes. And your connection to spirit, your prayers, the way that you believe in God and the universe, the heaven, your manifestations, like all the things that you need from the subconscious world to stay anchored in this world, right? The meaning of life, the meaning of why we are here to complete a chapter. Wow, that was fun. That was really fun. And trust me, I didn't even I haven't done this for quite some years, this one. And I didn't even go through the names. It's just like that passion that just comes in, So what we're going to do, I hope you made it till this point. Thank you so much for listening to this. And we're going to go with the tarot over in all the houses and see what is going to happen for you as a zodiac sign. And there is going to be an extra pull in the middle of it that will highlight which houses will be the most relevant for you. Okay, so get ready, get your popcorn, get your tea, get your coffee, and let's kick it. So let's move over to your third house. Libra, what is going on in your third house, please? Okay, the Hangman reverse. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. All right, so no more self-sacrificing, no more sacrificing yourself. Maybe even no more trying to either force your own opinion on others or allow other people to force their opinion on you. There is this energy of releasing a little bit of some sort of perception or a mindset here is what I'm getting with this Hangman in the reverse. Maybe no more trying to sugarcoat things to people, being a little bit more direct, no more self-doubt or self-denial type of self-talk. All right, there's a lot about the self is what I feel with this Hangman in the reverse. It's more about you stop being in a certain way or think in a certain way that is actually hindering or blocking your progress. Take that however that resonates, but yeah. Interesting one, right? Letting go of old beliefs or of the old way of communicating. I'm sorry, I'm just getting a little bit of a cold here. you know, main importance here is like change of mindset, change of the way that you saw things. Like maybe you allow deception to happen to you in some sort of way, or you allow people to lie to you, where you just were like, you feel that something is off, but you don't really name it. You don't really say it. You keep it to yourself. But this year, you're just going to be like, to hell with that. Like you're going to be upfront and honest. You don't allow other people to put you in some sort of narrative or put you in some sort of box or even stop you from talking. Okay. Like that sometimes happens as well. That people try to, zip you in some sort of way, mock you or mock what you think and say. This year is going to be like, no. See, the Knight of Swords, you're going to be quite extroverted with your opinion. You're going to be quite direct, blunt, no more holding back. Exactly. Three of Pentacles in the reversed as well. So be mindful with specific people that you're going to work with. Make sure that they come with the right intentions, that they have good intentions, and that they have the same values and goals in life with you. When it comes to social media, I do want to say that you might be getting very rebellious in the way that you express yourself. And if you are having like a big follower or something, there might be people or collaborations that could fall off because of your standpoint. Like maybe you're going all the way to left or to right, like that left right political things. There is going to be like some sort of polarity there. So yeah, it is going to cause for some upheaval a little bit in the social environment here. Now, the fourth house, nice, a Page of Cups. For those that want to have children, there is a child, I see. For some of you, you already have maybe a child, and there's going to be a lot of creativity within that. Also, you are going to be learning this year to express your emotions in a healthy way. All right, maybe express your emotions to your mother in a healthy way. Be mindful to not get too mothered in that energy field, right? But there is going to be a new way of expressing yourself emotionally. Okay, maybe that's just through writing, through singing, through art, through cooking, okay, through a lot of things that you do within the home life that feels new and emotionally taking care of your soul. But these are quite new aspects that you're going to learn. And also we have the Queen of Wands wanting to come through. The Queen of Wands is someone that constantly takes care of herself. She does everything in her house, that, she cleans up. She does it with like her favorite music on. She's just like very vibrant, definitely not lazy. Okay. So I see you be very comfortable within your home life this year. That is going to be amazing. Also, when it comes to family, you are definitely be seen as a leader or someone that a lot of people in your family really listen to. Then we have the fifth house, the house of passion, performance, entertainment, and creativity. We got the King of Cups, beautiful energy, emotional contentment, really attending to parties, events, and in love from a place of emotional authenticity, where you feel emotionally safe. The King of Cups does things because they really love to do that, not because other people tell them like, oh, let's do this. No, you only go and visit places where you enjoy yourself and pleasure with the full extent possible. And if you don't feel like that in an emotional sense, or you're emotionally depleted, you just won't attend, right? Like you only want to show up at places and situations where you feel like you're receiving emotional contentment back. So anything that is depleting you or is just like a circus act, you're just not going to do that. Yeah. I love it. And you might be also falling in love with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be also happening in the month of August. It does not have to be, but this person would be very spiritual and very emotional and very in tune and empathic with you. They have a lot of love, but they don't always show it, but it is very felt, okay, by the things that they say, do. Sixth house, work, details, health, well-being, and your diet. Amazing. Ace of Wands. This is you having a fresh new agenda and new rituals on that agenda, or the way that you do things. Like, this is all about how do I say that the best way? It's all about being motivated every day. Like, not every day, we can never be motivated every day, like absolutely not, okay? Like, let's just be frank and honest here with each other. But the Ace of Wands is this energy of like, I have a zest and a goal. I want to get this done. I want to get that exercise. I want to go to that Zumba class. I want to start my day with yoga. I want to start my day with something that is useful and will fuel my fire and energy and motivation. So either you don't have that, and this is going to be like something new that comes on your path that will really fuel you with the right energies. And it could also be something that you change within your diet that actually gives you a lot more energy. Maybe you start to take the right vitamins. Maybe you do like a vitamin checkup to see what is lacking, and you're taking the right vitamins, you're eating the right supplements and food just for you to be a little bit more on a daily basis uplifted. Like it. Very good. Seventh house for you, partnership, companionship, friends, and relationships. Let's see. That's a lot of cards. I'm going to do it one more time. The Knight of Cups, it came a little bit sideways, but still good enough. This is romance kicking in. Romance, but then the Ten of Wands. Some of you may be exerting yourself too much when it comes to romance and emotions, okay? Maybe you're trying too hard your best. You don't need to love harder in order to be loved. Let's repeat that. You don't need to love harder in order to be loved. There is an energy here around your love life, your friendships or your relationships, where you love to give emotional support, emotional comfort, or you're dating a lot of romantic plans. You know, you're having a lot of input in your contracts here. However, they are also saying, like, be mindful to not carry all the relationships on your own, because it can take a lot of effort. So allow the other person also to come towards you. Don't always plan everything. Don't, take the first lead here. And make sure that every relationship in your life, especially your love relationship, is balanced and has also an equal romantic input. Okay, emotional input. The eighth house, the house of intimacy, we've got the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Well, that's a heavy card on the eighth house, because the eighth house is already the underworld. The eighth house is already that energy of, if it's intimacy, it's a lack of intimacy. So that could start within yourself, and your whole shadow work will be probably revolving around you needing to make sure that you have that self-worth and value internally. The Five of Pentacles is all about needing to cope with feeling left out in the cold, or physically not feeling like you want to get intimate. So this might be a shadow work. So there might be some sort of trauma lingering there. maybe it's from your ancestors still, or there is some sort of generational trauma. Okay, maybe you've seen a lot of I don't know, this might be very specific, but I'm getting like something revolving around rape, or something that has taken place around you, or um, maybe before you, that you feel very strong connected to, and because of that you have this detachment from it. Okay, like there is something that you really need to work on throughout the year, that is going to be your shadow work in order to warm yourself up, or to be okay with physical touch or physical intimacy, or maybe even emotional intimacy. But you know, Five of Pentacles is a physical state. Okay, and it does rule, like, you know, sensual energies. Yeah. So if there is a Kundalini rising that's going to happen in your case, yeah, look at that, the Seven of Swords and the Devil. For some of you, you really have encountered some traumatic experiences where someone tried to control you or demand something from you physically. This is definitely a big issue that you may want to solve. And maybe it's not within you, but maybe you have that urge to solve that for other people, find that justice for a woman, or whomever has been going through that. Could also be boys. Don't discriminate in that, but really feeling the need to stand up and to do something extra, as it is affecting you on a deeper level of consciousness. I like that, though. Let's switch into something positive and light. We've got the Chariot in your 9th house, which is all about travel. And the Chariot is the vehicle, is the car, is the plane, is the train. It's traveling to see a lot of places. So this year will be all about you finding, new destinations, traveling lightly, having a purpose, going to a spiritual awakening and a spiritual place to really heal yourself. Okay, for some of you, you might go to Bali, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Arizona. I'm hearing something also around the water, and I feel like that could be more Greece for some of you. Okay, but there are a lot of spiritual places, maybe even Mexico is what I'm hearing. You will be definitely using your passport a lot this year. I see a lot of adventure, or maybe even a car trip. Okay, like maybe around the summer, or even like in Sagittarius season, which will be in December. It could be like some sort of a road trip. But also being open for foreign countries, foreign thoughts, foreign food. Okay, like all these things where you learn more from people's culture. You're going to be very open-minded. The 10th house is your house of reputation and career and accomplishments, okay, achievements. You got the 7 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. There is going to be some sort of opportunity that comes your way. It could be from your company or from another company. I'm not sure which one. That is going to be requiring you to move. Okay, that could be like a short distance move, but it could also be a long distance move. It could be an overseas move. For a lot of you, you might be questioning whether you want to do that or not, and you may be weighing up your options, weighing up your investments, if it's worth to do it or not. But I feel like at the end, if it will be good for your personal achievements, if it will be good for your personal growth and your reputation, work reputation, career, absolutely do it. All right, you will get a lot of benefit out of it, because it feels like maybe you're stalling on things just to not get out of your comfort zone, but getting out of your comfort zone could be definitely very, very good. I'm hearing Berlin. I don't know why, but I'm hearing Berlin for some of you. Yeah. Berlin and Switzerland. That might be maybe a key sign for someone. Okay, don't take it for all, obviously, but that there is a key sign. I'm also getting Italy, by the way. Somehow only Europe. I don't know why. I just don't. And from the US, I'm getting like Washington. Yeah, that's it. That's enough channeling. All right, 11th house. One of the best houses I've seen is the Three of Cups and the Magician here for you. This is all about friendships, right? So you will attract a tribe. This is you really being happy, enjoying, having like a big community, a big friends. Well, it doesn't have to be a big one, but it is one where you really can enjoy with like-minded people, people that truly understand your emotions, share emotions with you. There will be a lot of communication with one another, but also a lot of fulfillment. Okay, with the Magician, be mindful because you are so powerful that you will attract a lot of different people, but you need to regulate your emotions properly when you deal with people. All right, but there is a lot of new friendships coming your way for those that already have a build foundation in friends and communities that will stay, but there will also be new ones along your path. The 12th house, the Page of Pentacles. This is you learning something more and going deeper into classes, astrology, the spiritual world, your past karma, like whatever the Akashic records are for you, like on a spiritual base, you are learning. There are more things that you are going to be coming across that are going to be catching your attention. So with that Page of Pentacles, this is a beginner's phase somewhere. It doesn't mean that maybe you are an astrologer yourself, like you are a healer, but it does say that you will learn more things along the path. You will be like a student in something in an area in spirituality that you didn't know before. And for the upcoming years, you will be very successful at implementing that. This could be also making your so your financial, like your spiritual work, making it very visible and doing something that will create a lot of abundance. Like maybe you're searching into new ways to be lucrative or new clients. Like there is some energy of like investing your time, money, and energy to learn and to grow within spirituality here. I like it. The overall energies, the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Strength card. Okay, and then the King of Pentacles. This is actually really good. Like if you are partnered up, you will be very successful together, financially running the show, really being a power couple. And I do see a child here involved, or if you want to get pregnant, this could be a year of pregnancy or having children. There is also a lot of like, this is love from the past that really anchors itself and forms a very strong foundation. So Libra, this year you have a lot of beautiful surprises, beautiful things, and a real partnership that comes along here. Absolutely, because we had the fifth house with the King of Cups. It feels like you're going to fall in love in this year. Or even if you are already with someone, this is going to be a deepening of the bond, strengthening of the bond, having more compassion, forgiveness, and really working well together with your energies. Love it. Well, thank you so much. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about it, and definitely come back at a later point in this year as things will make sense along the line. Used to do this reading many years ago, and yeah, I'm sure you're gonna be wanting to come back and see what has been going on. And by the way, each house can also represent the timeline of the season. So, the first house could be the season of Aries, where things really happen in that way. So every house could also be read like that, but it's also a stretch through the whole year in terms of all the 12 houses. That's what I have for you. Take care.